chosen ones, empaths, and all the real ones, when you look at your life, you'll realize that a lot of the stresses and the drama and the chaos has been sourced at being around these energy vampires. Okay, I'm not saying they're narcissists, but they can be very toxic. Okay, you might not have been around them long enough to work out if they're narcissists or not, but they're on the toxic spectrum. Okay, and you'll realize that just a lot of what the stresses, I see it as well, a lot of stresses that you have are from these other people. Now obviously you have to be accountable for, keeping that company or whatever, and you obviously turn it around and you extract knowledge, you develop and stuff from it. But I just want you to see that we all collectively need to discern who's from God and who's from the enemy, you see, because the enemy sends time wasters, sends people that are going to drain your energy, siphon your energy. And I don't want any of you just ultimately thinking now you've gone through your awakening and you realize about the evilness in the world, and I don't want you thinking that just, oh wow, this person's from God. Like, and I'm not just talking about romantic relationships, but like someone comes into your life or whatever, this is from God. Like obviously God or the universe, ordains it or supersedes everything and everything like that. I understand that concept, right? Or that reality, but it's still unnecessary detours that happen from engaging with these parasites. Please like, share, and subscribe. I do apologize about the wind. I'm outside. It's very hot. So just think about, like, it's about discernment. Just growing in that discernment and never thinking that we know it all. That's the thing. A lot of these toxic individuals get very, very clever. Okay, they know the trigger points to hit with the empath or the authentic soul, to bait them into things. They know these things, so we have to be very reserved. I'm not saying to become a recluse or anything, but if you want to, but just be very reserved away from people, right? What I mean is, you can be around people, but you're not pouring your heart out to them. All right, that's the mistake that empaths and chosen ones make, is they pour out their hearts, express what's on their minds to the wrong people. And these very wrong people use these same tactics back at you. Alright, and this is why I speak to so many people and I see in the comment section repeat cycles. Alright, it's not just one narcissist, it's other toxic individuals or other narcissists and things like that. And these repeat cycles are occurring, from my analysis and my theory, because the chosen one empath is investing in someone new, telling them their story. And then these narcissists know exactly what trigger points to hit to wind you up. So you just got to look at your life. You'll realize that many people have come along your journey and they're ultimately time wasters. Alright? Many people, many friends, many associates, many colleagues, many romantic relationships in your life will be it will feel like a time waste. Okay? Obviously you gain the knowledge from it, but there's no point repeating the same mistakes over and over. Alright? But that's why I say it's about discernment, because it's very difficult. They play a very good game to get you under their hooks, to infiltrate your life. They play a very, very good game. Alright? So it's about standing back, holding back, speaking to God, the universe, whatever your belief system is, and trying to develop that discernment so you can judge well enough about these people. And what I would say is, your experiences, your wisdom, knowledge is power. Don't share it with these individuals. Like I've said before, me doing the sessions or the YouTube or anything like that, I keep it well guarded. I'm trying to reach people like yourself that have been duped, that have been deceived at the hands of these parasites, and I just want to try and help you, give you some tips, or if you can take one thing, that's what I hope for. You can just extract one thing. All right. So just watch out for you realize it. These people drain your energy. Once you come away from it, that's why a lot of the times I talk about spending time alone, because when you spend time alone, you realize how much of an energy drain, not even a narcissist, but just a toxic friend can bring to your life. All right, just a toxic friend, it can bring to your life so much energy drain. Like, they're vampires, honestly. So just try to discern who's from God, because people will come in your path that are from God as well. But not every person that comes into your path is from God. Obviously, God supersedes it, like I said in the earlier segment. God, or the universe, or whatever you believe, or your belief system is. But they've been sent from the enemy to disrupt your life. This is what a lot of them are sent into your life for. To disrupt your life, to take you off the path. And that's ultimately what they want. They want to knock you off the path. They want to pull you back in. That's why they can't let go. That's why they pop up after years. That's why they do all these things. Alright? So it's better to try and take a step back and really try to figure out who's who. Right? Some of these toxic individuals are so asleep. They're just toxic. Your comprehension has grown greater than theirs, and being around them is going to dumb you down. It's not saying, it's not putting people down or anything, but they're asleep. They're so in this illusionary world. They're so plugged into the illusionary world. They're asleep, and these types of people aren't no good for you as well, because you'll find yourself having to explain to them, and they're only going to get it once they go through their own journey. Have you got time to really try and help someone who's so asleep? If you want to do that, you can, but obviously I'm just saying, naturally they're going to bring negative vibes, they're going to bring negative things to do to your life, and they can pull you into a negative path, because that's what they're doing. I'm telling you, I had this friend, and I was having conversations with him quite frequently, and he's a friend from school, and I realized it was just draining my energy. It was pulling me down. After I've come away from it, I've realized it was just draining my energy. It's making me be preoccupied with what, like, it's not competition, but it's constant gossip and stuff. It's just negative vibes, right? I'm not saying he's a narcissist, maybe a bit toxic, but ultimately the empath often gets led down paths that are not good for them by associating with bad company. Alright? And they appear as smiling friends. Alright? They appear as smiling friends. But there's a limit. There's a limit to this. Like, these friends will turn around and try to stab you in the back, or a romantic relationship, you'll think they're your one and only and stuff like this, and they'll turn around and deceive you. So there's a limit to these people's love. There's a cap on it. But really, the empath and the chosen one, their love is endless. The chosen one, the empath, the genuine soul, constantly gives. Right? They've got a limit on their love. They haven't got the ability to love to the efficiency of what you love. They don't. So there's no point trying to help them or train them to see the world a certain way, or honestly. So anyway, thank you so much for listening today. I really appreciate the support. Please book a session if you'd like to. I'm now available 24 hours across all time zones. You can also request custom videos. All video requests are processed in 24 hours. You're welcome to donate or support to the channel if you'd like to. My podcast is now on Spotify. Check out the spiritual channel for more content. All links you need are in the description box below, and I'll be back on another video soon. Peace.